Virgo, hello, Amanda here. Welcome to the Unseen Hands Collective. This is going to be your February shift reading. So we're looking at the shape you're shifting out of this month, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like. So Virgo, the image that's coming to me for you this month is blowing out a candle. Short and sweet. Blowing out a candle. So to me, candles are representing some sort of ritual, like I'm imagining the ritual of like lighting a candle beginning something new. And if that's the case, then blowing out a candle would be ending something. Intentionally releasing something. And it's really beautiful given the cards that are showing up for your shapeshift. We're using the Slow Holler Tarot this month, by the way. Here's your shapeshift. The shape you're shifting out of is the Knight of Pentacles, or in this deck, the Traveler of Stones. And the shape you're shifting into is the Three of Vessels, the Three of Cups. It's gorgeous. There is this unraveling, this release. This feels like the blowing out of the candle. Blowing out the candle and inviting in something new, which seems to be this Three of Cups experience of feeling held and loved and together with your community in a supportive way. It's like there's so much joy and exuberance in this card. The sun is bright and shining. There's connection. It's really lovely. So what your shapeshift looks and feels like. The Nine of Swords, the Star, and the Two of Wands. So Nine of Swords, fear, worries, anxieties, stress, mental stress. This is a card that us Virgos often get because there's a lot of mental energy. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of overthinking, a lot of mentally processing emotions going on in this card, which is interesting. I think this is related to what you are releasing, hopefully. What part of what you are intentionally blowing out the candle on a certain level of angst, stress, mental energy that I think maybe impedes this kind of connection in your life. And then interestingly, it's like, okay, the candle is blown out. What happens when you blow a candle out? Everything is dark. You've eliminated a certain light source. And then it's like right on time. The Star. Here comes the Star. It's almost like a new light turns on to lead you through this energy. Maybe it's like you blow out a candle and then suddenly on that old thing, and then suddenly everything goes dark, and that's scary. It's interesting too because the Nine of Swords is like disturbed sleep, being kept up at night with worries, and like that nighttime energy feels like blowing out the candle and then everything is dark. But then it's like suddenly a light comes on from nowhere, it's like the Star. Where did that come from? It's also Aquarius energy. There's a lot going on in Aquarius right now in terms of astrology. And so I'm really curious to see how Kevin's astrology shift scope for Virgo starts to loop some of that Star Aquarian guidance in, because that's who's here, Aquarius energy, the Star, turning on a light out of nowhere almost to carry you through whatever this is. And through a new doorway to a new beginning. Here we have the Two of Wands, the Two of Branches. And what I see in this card is something new beginning to grow up and out of an old vacant space inside of you. It's like it's interesting because the rib cage for me, it's showing images of lungs, and lungs in traditional Chinese medicine are associated emotionally with grief and like holding on to old emotional energy, holding on to grief. I think that's part maybe related to this Nine of Swords. And that's what is being released here. That's whatever like stones you've held inside, like it's it's being released. It sort of feels like I have to like pry the hand open in order to release it, you know, but it's like, let it go, let it go, let it go. And then there's an opportunity for something new to grow in the cleared out space. You know, you blow out a candle, clear out that old energy, and then it's like this sort of vacant, dark space. The light turns on, carries you through to show you the new growth, to show you what doorways are now ready to open for you. And then of course that doorway leads you right into, bam, beautiful, something worth celebrating, it looks like. A sense of connection, togetherness, surrounded by love and people that you love. And again, there's a celebratory, joyful energy here. So I want to bring another card, another version of the Two of Wands card into this reading. This is from the brand new Fifth Spirit Tarot by Charlie Claire Burgess. Check it out. But this is a version of the Two of Wands that I think really speaks to this reading in terms of the image I saw in the beginning of blowing out the candle. Here we have what looks to be a new setup. You know, you blow out an old candle and everything is dark, but then you have the star carrying you through, guiding you through to this new setup, a new doorway open. It looks almost like this like new cycle is already set up for you. You know, there's some sort of opening that's like, it looks like it's been pre-prepared. You blow out the old candle, you travel through this dark space, and then all of a sudden a light turns on and there's like a new ritual set up for you, you know, like a new candle ready. And all you have to do is say yes. You know, it's like all you have to do is take the match and light it, and a new cycle begins to unravel. It's interesting how we have this like parallel unraveling. You know, we have this unraveling and letting go and release with the blowing out of the candle. And then we have, if you look at this beautiful beeswax candle that the Fifth Spirit is showing, if it were to light, it almost looks like these layers would burn in a circle. They would slowly unravel over time. And so I think there's this new, a cycle that has been ending for you for a long time. And now it's almost like blowing out the candle seems to be the final release. And then it's like you let the star carry you through to this new setup, to this new cycle that's ready for you to say yes, to begin it, to light, a new candle. And whatever that is, it's bringing in more people maybe. It's bringing in community, togetherness, connection, celebration. It's gorgeous. It's a really beautiful, needed emotional release to move from the Nine of Swords, emotional, stressful energy to this beautiful ease and togetherness of the Three of Cups. I like that, Virgo. I like it a lot. I have a lot more to share with you, even before I've even pulled cards for the extended yet, based on what the collective, my cohorts, Kevin and Kelsey, and I chatted about your reading. There's a lot more to share. So I'm going to take this into the extended now. I'm going to start pulling cards from clarifying decks and get some more details, flesh out this reading a bit more. If you'd like to view that, click the link in the description box below. It'll take you to unseenhandscollective.com, where you can find the extended reading in the shop and also in our monthly memberships. Now, y'all should know, I hope you know by now, this is only 1/3 of your monthly shift reading. This is just the tarot portion. You have an astrology scope where Kevin helps loop in the planetary energies that are affecting Virgo collective this month. And then you have Kelsey's guidebook, where you can giving you tools and creative exploration so that you can more personally move through the tarot and the astro insights. So head over to unseenhandscollective.com and make sure you get the full February shift experience. All right, my friends, I hope you'll join me for the extended. Thanks for being here. Talk to you soon. It's like you will see what you need to see when you need to see it, and not a moment before or after. Wow. Guiding you through the dark density of this forest. And then out on the other side, we have the Page of Wands, This is an exciting new adventure. This, haha, oh my goodness, is the match being struck. Because wands are fire. Making the choice, lighting, striking the match, and choosing. Beautiful. Oh yeah, like led by a new light. Here it is, the page. You're learning to be led by a new light. Rather than doing the leading all the time, you are being led by something higher, something else. Whoa. There's a lot of surrender in that.
You being tapped into divine process, in the truth of divine process, and the way that things work. Okay, that's part of, like I said, your magic skill. But because you have Taurus in the ninth house, which is speaking to that, okay, there's something stuck. Okay, and what's been stuck has been you, because you have gotten to the point where you embody that so much that you kind of forget that there's a higher order above you.